So in this video, I'm going to talk about the vocabulary associated with family. Okay, so there's quite a few words, and then I'll put a link in and you can do a little quiz to see if you've understood what I've explained. So let's go down here. Oh, first I want to say your family members are called your relatives because they're related to you. Okay? And the immediate family members make up the nuclear family. Nuclear is the core. And as you go out further, the rest are called extended family. Okay? So we have that. So let's start with the main relatives we have, and they've split them up here into male, meaning men, and female, women. Okay, so it has three categories: the relative, how they relate to you, and the words people usually use to refer to them. So parents, you have two parents. You have your mother, who's woman, female, and your father, who's your male parent. You get it? And they're the people who gave birth to you, your mother did, and you call them father, dad, mother, and mom. Okay? The others we don't use so often. Most people use father and mother, dad, or mom. Sibling is the relationship between the children of the parents. So if he's male, he will be a brother. And if it's female, she will be called sister. So to each other, they are siblings. They have the same mother and father. Okay? So you refer to them by their first name or brother, first name or sister. Next we have uncle and aunt. They are the sibling of your parents. Okay, so your parents may have siblings. If your mother has a brother or sister, they will be your uncle if they are a male, and your aunt if they are a female. Okay? Pretty simple. Now, your parents also have parents, and they are called grandparents. Grandmother, grandfather. They also have names, so if you choose to refer to them by their name, you can do so. Most people use grandmother, grandfather, grandpa, grandma. Okay? Next we have cousin. And you notice that cousin is the same whether male or female. Cousin refers to the child of your uncle or your aunt. That is how they're related to you. They're your cousin. And most people would choose to use their name. You don't say my cousin unless you're talking to someone else and you say this is my cousin. Next we have spouse, and that refers to the person you're married to. If it's a man, he will be a husband, and if it's a female, they are called a wife. Okay? So they may say to each other, this is my spouse, or this is my husband, this is my wife. Now, when a husband and wife have children, we call the child. If it's a male, he will be called a son. And if it's a female, it will be their daughter. Next we have niece and nephew. They are the children of your siblings. Okay, so normally they'll be much younger, depending on the age of your sibling. And you refer to them by their first name And if it's your niece, you could say to someone else, this is my niece, this is my nephew. Okay? Carrying on, we have grandchildren. Those are the children of your parents. Parent. Okay? Your parent's parent. Grandson if it's a boy. Granddaughter if it's a girl. So we'll skip this one. And then you have father-in-law, mother-in-law. That is the parent of your spouse. So up here we had spouse, husband and wife. And the parent of your husband and wife is your father-in-law or mother-in-law. Now the sibling of your spouse will be sister-in-law if it's a girl, brother-in-law if it's a boy. Carrying on, we have son-in-law and daughter-in-law, the spouse of your son or daughter. Okay? Now, if the husband and wife split up, separate, or divorce, then they will be ex-husband or ex-wife. Okay? Now the next one, maybe I'll skip that. A step-parent is if your spouse breaks up with their partner and then meets a new partner, then that will be step. They step in, right? So they become a parent, step-parent. Stepfather if it's a man, stepmother if it's a woman, and if they then have children, stepchild. Stepson if it's a boy, stepdaughter if it's a girl. Okay? So that's a quick run through of the family vocabulary, and then I'll put a link in for a quiz to make sure you've understood what I've gone through. Okay?